Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to Never Park the Bus. Today we got Jimmy in the building. We got Ricky. We got Mr. Diamond. We got GAFFA. We got Baptiste in the building. So I'm going to start off by asking the Spurs fans. Let me ask you a question. Let me start with GAFFA. They say Jose plays a defensive style of football, but we've seen when he plays an attacking style of football, you can smash teams to pieces. What is your take on it? Are you happy with how you're playing? Do you think you play that way because of your players? What do you think? What's your take on it? Can you play attacking, or do you prefer to play how you play?
I think if Mourinho had the players he wants, he plays the way he likes to play, which is defensive and then on the counter attack. But I think he just comes to the conclusion we can't defend, so let's just go for it, man. Which I think we're all in agree that that's probably the best policy. We probably will lose games, but I think we'll win more than we'll lose because our attackers are much better than our defense. Our defense is a shambles. I'll be honest with you, it's an absolute shambles, mate. Our goalkeeper, our right back, our centre backs, apart from Toby.
We've only got a left back.
We've only got a left back and Toby. That's it for me. And Toby's coming to the end. Like if Toby had a top centre back next to him, I think he would give him a couple of more good solid years. But at the moment, he's carrying the whole team, and he's not good enough to do that at the moment.
Ricky?
Basically, I agree. It showed when we went up against Everton. Yeah, we had a good go. We scored loads, but we fucking let loads in. So I think Mourinho is kind of like, look, we set up defensively, yeah, and you'll get boring football and 0-0s and this, that, and the other. But go attacking, like you say, you'll probably win more than what you'll lose. You will lose some, like we did against Everton, but then like we did today, we just went out there and blew them apart. Give him the players he wants defensively. I think we'll be all right.
I mean, yeah, generally, if he does get the defenders he likes, the teams that he's in charge of are very, very hard to beat. Jimmy, let me ask you a slightly different question. So, Bale, he's starting to show glimpses of the real Bale. Was it just a run of games that he needed, a bit of fitness? Is he back now? Is this the Bale that you wanted to see at Spurs?
This is what I expected when he come back. This is the Bale I expected. I appreciated he hadn't played for a little while, and I think even you and I had the discussion. I said he needed 6, 8, 10 games to find himself again, sort of thing, after he come back from injury. Problem was those games he got were bit parts, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Any player, and you can even say it with Pepe at Arsenal, yeah. Whenever little run of games in a side, and I'm talking about proper getting at least an hour under their belt, then they'll start to find their form. The problem was where Spurs were at the time, we needed people performing like that because we were fighting on all fronts and we were right near the top of the league. In a weird way, the dodgy results in the league have kind of given Mourinho the opportunity to go, well, whoever can play in the league because I've got nothing to lose right now. And that's played in Bale's favour. And you know what? Since he come on the City game, I know he lost, but he looked brighter then. And since then, he's just got better and better each game. And yeah, this is what I expected. I always said he wasn't going to be the player that he was at Madrid or the player that we sent to Madrid because he's that little bit older. He's had a few injuries, etc. We've got to be clever. But in them tight games, he can still be the difference maker. He's got a little bit of magic. He'll whip in a set piece. He's clever. He's been there. He's done it. He's got that experience. So, yeah, this is what I expected more like. And if he can continue this form till the end of the season, then we should absolutely keep him for the second-year option that we have. Because his defenders, as we've all just discussed, his defenders and probably a goalkeeper that we need more than anything else. And that's why Jose can't play the way he likes to play. And I think he's just sort of gone, you know what, let's go out on our sword then. Which I know the Spurs fans appreciate.
Anyone disagree? Anyone agree?
Yeah, I disagree because I think as a manager, I'm telling you now, if he would have played Bale from the start, what that does, that makes a team, they have to mark that player. They have to possibly put 2 players in him. That frees up space for Son, Kane and other players, which you saw today. Kane and Son had so much space there because they were worried about Bale. Now, when Son and Kane play, let's be honest with you, Moura, I like Moura. A lot of people give him stick. I like Moura, but he's not he's like probably 1 in 3 games, 1 in 4 games turns it on. So teams are not concerned. They think, let's just mark Son and Kane, mark them out of the game. Tottenham ain't really going to do nothing. It might be luck after that. But today you could see the panic, and Burnley's defense is probably, I don't know results wise, but I reckon because they're as good as Spurs probably this season, their defense they don't really get battered like that. So I think today they were worried about Bow, and that freed up space for Son and Kane. And Kane could have probably gone away with a hat-trick today. So I just think that Mourinho swallowed a bit of his pride and realised we're not winning without Bow, because there was something wrong there for me. He's been all right, when he first came in, he weren't ready, but he's been fit for 2 months now. That's just lies, because he played 85 minutes in the game back 6-7 weeks ago. So for me, it's
that's what I'm saying. He played 85 minutes or whatever it was then.
Whatever it was, yeah.
But he needed, prior to that, so we're talking pre-Christmas.
Yeah, before that, I agree with what
had the run. He needed 4 or 5 games of getting decent minutes to actually find something. He couldn't be doing that.
They could have been done earlier than that.
If you go back pre-November, okay, so he had just come back from it. I think he come back from injury October, if I'm right, at the West Ham game that we drew 3-3. I think that was his first game.
I think that still burns Mourinho, because Mourinho probably blames him for that result.
maybe not.
And as we know, Mourinho holds
fit until then. Hold on, he wasn't fit until then, and we was top of the league at the time, or at least in and around top of the league. So why would he then just suddenly put Bale in when the other players are the ones that got him to top of the league? So I just,
but even when we was doing
what you're saying.
Yeah, I hear that. But when we was doing well, Bergwijn was just working hard. He wasn't creating nothing.
No, listen, Bergwijn's another one.
I'm saying to you, we've got
not enough end product.
We've got Højbjerg that works hard. We've got Sissoko that works hard. We've got Son that they say that no one does more running than Son at Tottenham. Yeah, we know Kane. Everyone calls him our centre mid, our centre back. So he's working hard. So you can afford to have Bow out there not working as hard to get him fitter. I just think for November, I agree with you. But since after Christmas, I think he should have been playing much more than he's been playing now. And let's just hope that it is.
He's played his way into the side now, though. Like after the last couple of games, you can't leave Bale out. You're starting 11 now. He's like forced himself in, and I think Dele might be the other one because his performance the other night. I know he didn't do a lot today, but again, give him a little run, 4 or 5 games.
Dele should have played today instead of Moura. I know Moura scored. But
yeah. I would love to see Kane up front, Son, Dele, Bale as the 3 behind. I think that is
again that's frightening.
That is frightening for any defense.
Things will be worried, yeah. But go on, Chris.
You was gonna say something, Shane?
No, that's gonna say is when you got that front four of Kane, Son, Bow, and Ali, as you know, a team that's defending against them, you was going to be worried. You got a lot of players that can Bow can score 1 of the goals. You've got Son that can run in behind. Kane can do his bits, and you've got Dele Alli. When Jose goes a bit defensive, and you only got, as I think one of them said, you only got sort of 2 attacking options that are threatening Son and Kane. It's easy to defend against, you know. So with Bow in there, Ali, they're more of a threat. Yeah, more of a threat with more attacking options.
Ricky, would you say Bale works? Something that I saw, I don't know if you agree. Would you say Bale works better in your team because where Kane is playing so far back and Bale doesn't want to do he doesn't want to do the majority of tracking back. He wants to be going forward. Yeah. So when Kane is back there and he's not in the box, Bale takes his place.
It allows him. Yeah, I think he buzzes off that. The game today, you see him. He'll do a bit of a shift, like just to get back in, but he won't out and out like Bergwijn does and Son does. He won't do all that. So when he sees Bale,
Bale, does Bale play on the right?
Yeah.
I think that's probably why I don't play him, because if you got Bale and you got Aurier at right back, you can't trust Aurier needs that defensive cover in front of him.
It's the balance, isn't it? It's the balance.
He needs that cover in front of him. So Son will help out, Bergwijn will help out. You cannot leave. I don't think you could have listen, Bale's a sick player, but I think leaving Aurier 1-on-1 on like 2-on-1s, that's just curves.
He has got better, but I agree fully. Under Mourinho, he's improved, but I still agree fully that he's a liability.
Can I just say, I think that's slightly unfair on Bale. Maybe I've got rose-tinted glass on, because I don't think he doesn't work hard. I just think it's the fact that you've got the likes of Bergwijn and Moura that
work harder.
The biggest
that's what we're saying.
They're more disciplined tactically. The
biggest part of the game is their work rate. That's not the biggest part of Bale's game. And if you look at the way we've been playing this season with Kane dropping a lot deeper, people want to go and mark him. People are told, mark Kane, mark Kane. Centre half can't follow him into the middle of the pitch because they leave a hole. I don't really want Bale back because he does his damage in the final third. That's where he really hurts me with his crosses, deliveries, beating a man, cutting back, shooting, all of that. That's where he hurts. So let's play to our strengths. If that's what Bale's good at, and the same with Son, because I think Son looks absolutely shattered at the minute.
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted him to come off earlier today when Ali come on rather than Mora, because I think he just needed the rest more than anything, because he has been absolutely on fire. Last 2 or 3 games, it just hasn't quite been the same for Son. I mean, he still poked with 2 assists today, but he just needs, a little bit of a break. Like, all players need a rest at some point. You can't be asking to work as hard as they have. For how many games have we played already this year? We had all the European qualifiers, the group games.
Played the second most games in the whole of Europe.
Well, but I bet you Son's featured in about 90% of them. 95%.
And more, and some. I think it's more.
Occasions he hasn't.
Yeah, but you've had.
He didn't play the other night against Wolfsberger, and I don't think he played against Marine in the FA Cup. And I can't remember another time where he didn't play at least a part in the game.
But you've had a good week of fixtures to try and regain your confidence back, because you lost against when you lost against West Ham, the Europa League game you had, and you had Burnley. They're 2 good fixtures to regain confidence in. So I think it's all about the next fixtures and see how you do against better sides, especially teams that will ask you a question defensively, and take it from there really.
What do you know your next 3 games or your next 2 or?
Arsenal's in the game after.
Palace and Fulham in the league, I think.
Oh, you're laughing.
Is there a Europa League game in the middle of that?
You got Palace, Fulham, then Europa, then Arsenal.
I think Fulham will give us a tough game. I don't know where Scott Parker.
They're fighting for their lives, and to be fair, I see them getting out of it, and I hope they do, because obviously Scotty Parker and their London club and that.
And then Craven Cottage is tiny as well. Such a small little pitch, like there's going to be all over, like it's fucking all over you. But I think you beat them though.
We played that. They drew 1-1 with us, didn't they? Last time we played them. That was like right at the start.
Yeah, that was your defensive display. That was like when you went fucking everyone.
When is it not a defensive display?
Quick question. I'll ask you 3 Spurs boys. If you had one position to fill in the summer, you can only fill one. What would you go for?
Centre back.
All 3 of you centre back, yeah?
Has to be.
I do want to see the kid at right back. He played the other night. We got him from Chelsea.
Oh.
Marcel Lavinier, I think it is.
He's 16-year-old.
Tanganga's got to play.
Yeah, no, he's not 16, but he's like, I'm going to say 18, 19, 17.
Still a kid.
Oh, still young.
Bro, we're 9th in the league.
Like, you went 18, 19, 17. You might as well throw in the 16.
Bro, Rooney was banging in top bins at 16.
He was.
You know what I mean?
But Rooney came out.
Rooney's different.
Rooney came out the womb with a bricklayer outfit.
No, but the kid come through Chelsea's academy, then we got him. I just think we're 9th in the league. Yeah, we ain't going to fucking win it. Our right backs are shocking. Give it a go. That's just me being, I like to see youth, innit? So,
Ricky, if this was later in the season, I would 100% agree with you. But after the results we've had, there has definitely been pressure on Mourinho. And he has obviously prioritised now the Europa League, and we've got the League Cup final. Make no mistake, Jose wants both of them at all costs. He needs the momentum going into it and the belief. If he starts putting in these youngsters and it still goes to pot, what are these other more senior pros going to be thinking? Like, why am I getting the game? It'll cause problems behind the scenes, and then that will be more of an issue. It's easier to manage them young guns. So,
what are you going to say about Tanganga, Justin? You rate him, yeah?
Oh, yeah, he's sick.
Yeah, same. But the gaffer keeps dragging him off at half time.
But it's business end of the season. Business end of the season.
He's someone that should have been playing.
I don't think he's ever let us down. I've not watched him let us down.
Yeah, no, I agree as well.
Boys, moving on.
We're ready.